no. On the play? Of course not. I lose. Whatever. Oh, whatever. Okay. Sure. Spell Pierce? Oh, no Spell Pierce. Rip. It would have been their blue source, right? Seems like your Cascade with Auras early is absolutely terrible. But maybe that's fine. Maybe it doesn't matter. You just burn a turn, but the rest of them are so scary, you just blast your opponent really quick. Alright. Sentinel's Eyes is just one. It's not a significant source of calcium there. Another just +1/+1. Don't think there's 22 damage in here. Oh, maybe. 14, 15, 16, 17. Nope. Didn't get there. They were on the play, too. If on the draw, it would have been even slower. I'm going to target myself, because there's a couple cards that counter a spell that target you. Might as well not get the Jace trigger countered. No. I think we should mulligan this. This is a bit better. I don't think there's any one mana black spell that can do anything. So doesn't look like they have one anyways. Alright, looks like our keep ended up working out. Wasn't sure about that mold of 6 though. Alright. I win. Unless it's not the mirror. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it is. They didn't concede instantly. That's odd. You do just... Unless I'm mistaken, I just win, right? Yeah, okay. They just wanted to play it out, I guess. But yeah, it's literally the best mirror in the history of Magic. Because it's the true 50-50, right? All players of equal skill. There's no... It's the ultimate 50-50 is what this matchup is. Oh, is this the person I played the other day? It was like a 30-minute game with someone playing this. I think we can go to... We can go to 6 here. This is a bit better. I don't know about these 3. That's fine though. We'll make it work. Alright, they conceded instead of letting the trigger resolve. Vexing Bauble. Alright, my opponent spun into that. Was that the only 1-drop, I wonder? Suppose it would make sense. It is the card that I recommend playing if you don't want to lose a Jace all day, but gets in the way of your other things at all times. But yeah, we have no recourse to it. And also, it wasn't actually their only 1-drop. It wasn't. They just hit it. They just randomly got it? Okay. Cloud feels a bit slower than Light Paws, I must admit. I think it is significantly slower than Light Paws. Light Paws dealt, like, what? 17 damage on turn 3? No, turn 4. Turn 4. Oh, they got Buster Sword. Oh, I love it. There is a significant difference when your opponent gets an extra turn. It is quite significant, right? Because if you're on the play, they have one less turn to kill you. That is very significant. Okay, sure, sure. No equipment in play. Yeah, a lot less, a lot more tame than Light Paws for sure. You like have to pay equip costs. Light Paws doesn't care. On the bright side, you get to resolve your early cascade because it's not like a random aura. Alright, they need very specific things, and they do not have them. Alright, that's not going to cut it. Vexing? No vexing. Oh, what's this? Okay. Does this have to swing to make the things with stuff? Yeah. Feather. Oh, but I'm on the play, though. I'm on the play. Oh. Alright. Okay, super rip. I don't think there's any red card in the game that stops this at 5 loyalty. But let's find out. I'm willing to find out. Let's see. Guess not. Yeah, I don't think there's any red card that does, not that I'm aware of. Unless there is. My opponent kept it for a reason? Okay, they got nothing. There's like a 2-mana deal 5? Roast? Or is it Fry? I think Roast is the old one that like doesn't target Planeswalkers. I think Fry? There could be an argument they just kept it for Fry and just win when I'm plus by killing this because it's at 5, but no Fry, I guess. Alright, I was going to say, maybe if they leave up mana, I just wait. Because there's a really good chance they cast this next turn, and then they'd be tapped out. So I could just wait, but they spent their mana, so I'll send it. She'll send it. Oh no! Alright, I'm here for it. Come on, let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, tragic. That would have been great. I don't believe there's a single card in colorless that can actually interact with this across the entire like color range, like card range. I mean, there's anything they can do. Also, this is really weird. They went land, 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 nothing. That's really weird. Maybe they just wanted to just see it because they knew. I don't know. They conceded to it anyways, though. Maybe they wanted to see if it was the combo deck. I don't know. Interesting. Player behavior. That's what we have to analyze because there's nothing else to do. Oh, alright, opponent knew. Opponent knew. Interesting they played it out. A lot of people not only have just like said hello back, have actually played out their game, even though they know they're doomed. Kind of interesting. You'd figure people just concede turn 0 more often, but I've only seen it I think twice. Alright, so this was nice. I like this. This is alright. It's one of my favorite cards. You could probably honestly get away with this one if you wanted to. This one's alright as well. They kind of tap the exact same, take up about the same space on the board and stuff. I was thinking about this one as well, but I don't know. I've played with this card like a lot already, so I wasn't sure if I like wanted to do this one again. And the ones with text are nice, right? Like you can sit there and read them, which is cool because you can't normally do that with cards like these. Or there's most of them don't actually have that, so you can actually run these. I haven't tried them though. But I mean, I'm sure someone out there has a pretty strong opinion of them. I mean, I've seen them around quite a bit, so I mean, they're played cards, so you're not wrong for putting them in your deck, obviously. I've played a lot of this one as well, and again, just trying to mix it up a little, just play different cards here. And as you can see, there's a ton I don't own. There's just so many. It would be nice to own them, and then I can, play these two and see how they work with this commander, but in the midweek thing. But yeah, I don't know. We had enough success, right? We don't really need to get super crazy and start crafting a bunch of these just for or actually, you can't craft these. I think you have to buy them. So it's I don't think we have to go more pay to win with our Jace here. For actual things like beyond these scry, right? So you can scry away this if it's on the top. This is the most min-maxy, sweaty thing you could possibly do, and you might as well, I guess, but I don't know. Honestly, you might only want one of them, because if you have two, you actually can't play both, because this is triple blue, so you can't play both and then play it turn 4. So maybe you only want one, but to be fair, if you do have both in your hand, you don't actually ever have to play both as your lands, because you have this. You only have these, right? This is just for if you want to wait a turn against Vexing Bauble. So I'll just channel this Vexing Bauble and then go, or something, if you have time, which sometimes you actually do. So, this one can maybe sort of make sense, but I mean, these are whatever, you don't need these. But yeah, when it comes to the ideas here, anything flies, honestly. I think so. Okay, I'll talk about the ones that don't work. Like, I think any from the hat sets, for the most part, like the race car hats, the detective hats, the cowboy hat sets, I'd probably just avoid those. The Stranger Things hats. Actually, you know what? I would almost attribute these to being like Alice in Wonderland more than Stranger Things. I think these would actually work just fine. So I take that back with that one. Is that considered a hat set? Like 1980s horror hats? No, probably not. What else doesn't work? Maybe this one. It is an old card at this point, right? It's kind of outdated. Might not be able to get away with this as much as you think. Same with this, actually. One of my favorite ones. But again, getting kind of dated. These are like my favorite ones. I love these. These are the first of their kind. Can't go wrong with these. Definitely solids. Definitely solid. But yeah, so if you have ideas how to, change it around and whatnot that you didn't agree with here, let me know. But this seems like the best one. But yeah, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.